welcome to part two of today's episode of the GOAT Report Pod. We got two more hot topics to give to the audience before we sign off on this first episode of the 2025 year. So, hey man, let's jump straight to it. Saquon Barkley is 100 and some change away from breaking Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record. Philly has decided to sit him.
Yeah.
Saquon's your boy, man. He used to play for your beloved franchise. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and ramble. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I ain't want to kick a beloved franchise's asses so bad. Because my thing is, y'all picked the worst fucking year to be recorded on Hard Knocks because this is living fucking proof that you motherfuckers is crazy. Right? I get, I get, I was concerned about the injuries and shit, but the motherfucker was an all-star talent. Like, you see him. Yeah, I was talking about his legs for the first 3 years of his fucking career. But then now, but you know what? That was the biggest fuck you I've ever seen from somebody. Well, Saquon was always going to succeed. I feel like
Right.
he was always going to have he was always going to have that success. And as much as I'm happy for him to have succeeded elsewhere, because we've seen where Giants go elsewhere, don't always work out the way they want it to. We've seen the OBJ situation. The Saquon joint breaking the Russian record after somebody on a show was saying that they might not even get premium for trading him, for getting rid of him. And now he's on his way to go to a Super Bowl, and we the worst team, or tie, or maybe the tie for the worst team in the league, or the worst team playing right now, and decided to win a game that we didn't need for a pick that we did need. It's so I think the Giants need to really sit back, that front office. Whoever the dude was that said, yo, I forgot his name, but whoever said, yo, we might need to work something out with homie, you know what I mean, before shit get bad, give him the job. Let him
Right.
work that shit out. Who could have seen the season play out the way it did? He, the dude wanted to play. He was willing to stick it out. You had to give him something that he needed in order to stay. And then now look at us. We ain't topping nothing.
No.
Even with Daniel Jones playing the way he was playing, we was able to have at least some sort of season the last couple years. Now it's just like we got rid of I, throughout my lifetime being a Giants fan, that Daniel Jones might have been the shittiest quarterback I've seen play on that field for that team.
Right.
Um,
Well, let me ask you.
yeah.
Do you think Philly is making the right decision, or if you were the coach of Philly, because let's not see what's pissing me off is
Mhm.
the media. Oh, he's making the wrong decision. They should let him go for it. But let's say Saquon went out there and tried to break it and hurt himself. The
Mhm.
media be like, oh, they should have said him. They made it. So, man, that coach is in a
Yeah.
predicament that none of us can even imagine. I know he wants Saquon to go out there and break that record. But they
Mhm.
got bigger goals, man. I mean, look, Saquon cracked 2,000 yards. That's a small room. That's only a
Yeah.
small group of running backs that have ever cracked 2,000.
Mhm.
But if you are the head, let's say you're the head of the Eagles organization,
Yeah.
how you letting Saquon rock out? Because, I mean, it's tailor made for him to, oh, this what y'all did to me? This, y'all let me go? Y'all publicized it on Hard Knocks? Y'all
Yeah.
disrespected me? It's tailor made for him to get back at them.
My heart of hearts. I
Yeah.
mean, for the love of the game, I would want to see Saquon smoke them. But at this point, it's so sad the way the Giants have been playing. I could see the Giants was like had a decent record. Then it's like, okay, let's run over a few of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Just let them show what they missed.
Hmm.
I already cracked 2 Gs without y'all.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing else to prove.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, looking at the history of Saquon Barkley, he's always played great when he's on the field. And he has dealt with injuries as well.
Yeah.
So as far as a team standpoint, I agree with sitting them out.
Yeah.
I know them fans that are going to be at that game, they might not be as happy about it because they do want to see the man play. They paid the tickets.
Right.
But for overall success of that team, especially going into beating a team like the Chiefs, we need them healthy.
Yeah.
We proved. Saquon already proved. I don't need y'all. Thank you for letting me go. And thank you for taking me to your rival. And what makes it even worse.
Yeah.
So
So you prioritizing health over the record.
I'm prioritizing health over the record. It might be a once in a lifetime for him, but the way he's played this year, he might fucking break the shit next year. So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, he's already
Honestly,
proven.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree because cracking 2000 with a Super Bowl with that Lombardi, that's gonna mean more than trying to stick it to the Giants and you. Because I mean, you also got to think if you put Saquon out there, you got to put your starting O line out there.
Hmm.
I mean,
Harder. Yeah, to help him. Yeah, exactly.
right, you got to put your starting receivers out there.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think Jalen would have to get out there. I think that they would still rest him with him recovering from that concussion so that they can ensure that he is ready for the wild card game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saquon, you ain't got nothing to prove. They already going through it. They already going through it, man. You cracked 2000. You in the room itself. We all know if you were to play, you would break that record. So it is
Yeah,
what,
no, like, come on now. Like, come
yeah.
on.
So,
That defense ain't stopped nothing since the Colts
right,
game last week.
right. I'm telling you.
And if they even started, the Colts still scored 33 points.
Yeah.
So, like, what do we?
They ain't even lose right. Can't even lose right. So, man, you right.
Yo, man, I'd have been like,
Franchises,
yo,
man.
yeah, yeah. Saquon, you did it. You
Right.
did it.
So,
Whoever's in that office, if I was the head of that organization looking at the GM, I'd have been like, did you see this right now? He's having an interview about breaking a fucking rushing yard record for the year. And you told me that it wasn't worth it.
right.
And we had to get rid of our quarterback.
Hmm.
And then win a game to lose a possibly better quarterback
Right.
in the draft. So yeah, like you said, they can't even lose right. I don't know what's going on over there.
They gonna lose out on Shador. All you had to do was lose, man. You all what
Been losing all
difference of a
year.
game all year. Shador's right there. Right there. And man, you know me and you were just talking about it. With Shador and Malik Neighbors, that connection, they was throwing the ball together in the
And
street
what's
New
crazy is
York.
that Malik Neighbors still had over 1,000, I think over 1,100 receiving yards with the quarterback he had as a rookie, coming off a concussion in the beginning of the season. All you needed to give him was a decent quarterback. The man takes off no matter what you give him.
Yeah. He's a game changer. He's a number one wideout. He's a number one wideout, man. And I mean, they're showing you they're throwing the ball together. Shador is broadcasting New York themed cleats. Y'all can't even lose when you've been losing all.
Him to get him. I'd have been like, yo, look, I know we ain't gonna win this game. We might win this game, but just for the sake of the betterment of the team next year, just like how the Philly coach did for Saquon, for the betterment of the team, I need you to sit out. So for the betterment of the team next year, your motherfucker should have lost the game. Keep it close to not make it look like you obviously throwing the motherfucker, but like let it go. What's that win gonna do for us this year? Other than hurt us, which it did.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So
I'm not gonna say the coach's job, even though I don't think he deserves to get fired. All it is gonna do is hurt your draft pick. That's all it was gonna do, hurt your draft pick. What's the difference between winning 3 to 4 games? You still suck. You're not going anywhere. I mean, and see, why you going off on your team? Speaking of
we got to
losing,
talk about the Falcons, man.
see the Falcons are just as bad. See, they never win enough to get to the playoffs since that collapse in
Yeah.
2016 in And also the next year they made the playoffs. They never lose enough to get high draft picks.
Right.
Bro, I'm so heated at the organization. I'm so heated at the coaching staff. Y'all let Kirk Cousins ruin our season. Ruin our season. We are 4-1 in the division and possibly are going to be 5-1 in the division. We're not even going to win the division. That don't even sound right, man. We're not even going to win the division. We're possibly going to finish tomorrow with a 5-1 record
Mm.
in the division. Not only did we run through the division this year, the team that is going to win the division, we swept them. We won both divisional games against Tampa. We
Crazy.
had a 3-game lead on them.
Mm.
But because y'all paid Kirk Cousins this money, and keep in mind that 180 million never was fully guaranteed. You can really let him walk after this year, which you're probably gonna let him do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all let him go. We went on a 4-game losing streak. And in that losing streak, Kirk Cousins threw 1 touchdown, 9 interceptions. One of the games, which we should have won against the Chargers, he threw 4 picks.
That's insane right there, bro.
His comeback game against Minnesota, in Minnesota, he threw 2 picks.
Mm.
1 touchdown, 9 interceptions in a 4-game stretch. In that 5th game, in that stretch that we won after the 4-game losing streak against the Raiders, we're going up against some quarterback in Ritter that we let go. He almost won the game on that last drive.
Right.
It took everything, and we almost gave that game up. And no disrespect, Ritter is not good in the NFL. He's not a good NFL quarterback.
Mm.
And he almost brought that team back. We were smacking them, even though we weren't putting up a lot of points. Kirk Cousins was playing awful. I don't think he threw a touchdown in that game. You could tell by their offensive schemes, they were scared to let him even throw the ball.
Right.
Y'all let him last 5 games. 5 games. It wasn't that they went on a 4-game losing streak. It was how he was playing in conjunction with that. And he ruined our season. We let Tampa walk us down without their second best receiver in Godwin.
Crazy.
And we're not even going to make the playoffs, man, because I have a hard time seeing the way Baker Mayfield is playing, him losing against the Saints, because we would need to beat Carolina, which is not going to be a cakewalk
Yeah.
itself. I mean, Bryce Young, salute. He is playing much better, showing that, as he continues to develop, he has a chance at being a good quarterback in the NFL.
Mm.
So that's not going to be a cakewalk. Divisional games never are a cakewalk. But
Yeah.
Tampa has to also lose. Dallas gift wrapped us a present by beating them. And guess what? We go into Washington before halftime. Before halftime, you got 3 timeouts. You're 30 yards away from a touchdown, 40 seconds on the clock. Y'all are trotting to the line of scrimmage. You let 12 seconds come off of the clock, which is straight coaching. And I got a lot of respect for our head coach. But, bro,
Yeah.
come on. Talk about poor clock management. Again, bro, you have 40 seconds on the clock, 30 yards away from a touchdown before halftime.
Mm.
With 3 timeouts, and you let 12 seconds come off of the clock. No sense of urgency at all.
Yeah. No.
Going up, we were up by 7 points with the possibility of going up by 14. Instead, because of your poor clock management, you kick a field goal. Everyone knows in the NFL, and everyone who is a true NFL fan, going up 14 points is completely different than going up 10 points.
Yeah.
It was going to be extremely hard for Washington to come back from a 14-point deficit
Right. Yeah.
versus 10 points. Even though Washington got the ball after halftime to start the second half, still going up 14 points is completely different because not only do they have to score almost 14 unanswered points from us. All we got to continue to do is run the ball with our 2 dynamic running backs and at the minimum continue to kick field goals.
Yeah.
It was going to be hard for them. If we
Yeah.
had did that, we would have controlled this weekend. We would have controlled our own destiny.
Mm.
But again, man, it seems like we're allergic to winning. We're allergic to winning. And we probably won't even get any good draft picks because we won too many games.
Yeah.
But look, man, we'll both be in the Weenie Hut Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure both teams already got their
Yeah.
passports ready and their plane tickets ready for vacation. So, hey,
Mm.
man, I don't have enough time to spend on scrubs. But, hey, man, we're not going to let that ruin our 2025.
Right.
We
Right.
appreciate all of our listeners. And make sure you like and subscribe to the pod. We got more content coming. But with that being said, a salute.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
boys are
Yes.
out.